Hey folks, Andrew with Stage Trip Industries here. Introducing a new project we've been working on for the last few months. When the world changed and the music industry stopped, we decided it was time to do our part and see what we could do to keep things going. We've got a 6-piece band here all playing from home, playing in real time over the internet. We're taking all their video streams and all their audio streams and immersing it into a 3D visual world. We built our own little concert arena, Stage Trip 360. And we're excited to bring it to you all. We have Funk Norris here with us tonight. Josh Klein is going to take a minute to introduce the band and let you know what this is all about and how this project's going for the last several months.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew, and special thanks to Stage Trip again for helping us put this all together and helping us continue to make music, even though we're all in isolation mode. It's really difficult to make music in these times. So this is a really, really special thing. Like Andrew said, I'm Josh. I'm in the Lehigh Valley area here, and I'm just going to pass it around to the band. On keys, we got...
I'm Devin Marshall. I'm from outside the Lehigh Valley and living in the woods.
And then on the bass, we got...
I'm Bobby Thunder, Bob Noble if you prefer. I'm also from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
And then on the drums, we got...
Derek Smith from Philly.
Yeah. And then trumpet, we got...
Andrew Keller, Bethlehem.
What do we got? Who do we got on saxophone over here today?
Today, it's me, it's Cody, coming at you from Central Pennsylvania.
Dope. Yeah. So yeah, we're Funk Norris. We're just a Pennsylvania funk outfit.
Coming at you remotely.
Coming at you remote, right?
Just wanted to take a second to thank you guys for your time and dedication to this project. I know we all put a lot of hours in and a lot of time getting it right and experimenting with different things, and it's been a pleasure working with all of you. We've also got Daniel McGonigal from Tritonics here, who was a pivotal part of the project, and I just wanted to give him a chance to say hello and explain maybe one or two of the challenges we faced.
I'd say what the biggest challenge that we faced, one of them was getting everything to synchronize in time. With the latency and lags that we had, the first thing was being able to get the band to be able to hear themselves tight enough to be able to perform. And then with the separate audio path that we put together, being able to bring all those audio track signals from the different locations into a central area to mix them, and then also transmit them back to Andrew in his studio so that everything would stay in time. It took quite a bit of playing around with latency buffers and a lot of head scratching at times, but eventually we got it to tighten up.
Yeah, when we first started this project, we weren't even sure if the tolerances that we had to work with were going to be workable. But it turns out that if you set things up properly and you take the time and you spend a few minutes trying different options, we were able to make it work, and it's a pretty amazing project.
Yeah, definitely.
Can only imagine that, kind of taking some of that background and then just trying to figure out how do I create that inside of this like virtual world that we're kind of in now. It's like that's been I can only imagine how much that's helped. You know what I mean?
Certainly a challenge, but I can't imagine the challenge for you guys.
We always keep a really simple setup. Like everything, I try to keep everything like pretty low volume so that you can do what you want and then we can hear each other. And I don't, as an artist, I don't have to like bitch, like, can I have this more in my monitor? Can I have that? Like, we just try and set it up nice on stage and then let you do what you do. So it's been weird being like, I hear a little latency on Devin. Like, can you fix that, Dan? Like, I've never felt like as much of a diva as right with this project. But it's been really, really cool because like, yeah, like you're so on top of it, you know?
It's pretty cool because we came in here with a bunch of songs that we've never played together live in person. And we were able to, scratch this together and stitch it together rather. And yeah, make this all work. Bob's never even played with any other members of the band before. Same with Drew. yeah, the fact that we've been able to do this remotely from a couple hundred miles away is a pretty incredible feat.
So here's a question for each one of you guys to kind of answer in your own way. You've seen the previews from what the show's going to look like, and you have an idea what our virtual concert hall looks like. How does it feel to be inside of Made Up World?
I think this is literally one of the coolest things I've ever gotten the chance to do. When I tell people about what it is that we're doing as a band, they're amazed, they can't believe it, and they can't wait to watch.
The first time I saw us all on stage, I'd get really close. I was like, oh, that's actually me up there. It's really cool to see yourself and everybody else and get to react visually while we're doing it. It was really cool. I didn't know what it was going to look like.
Well, we weren't sure when this project started what it was going to look like either. But it's been really cool developing it along with you guys and just being able to be creative and taking this whole thing, let's say, inside the box as opposed to outside the box due to necessity.
We're plugged into the Matrix, man. You know, it's
Future is now.
yeah, yeah. It's really, really cool. It's also kind of interesting. It's just like you don't know what it's gonna look like until you see it, and then like you see it, and yeah, it's like I don't know. Sometimes like you go on a live stage, and you gotta like squeeze into like whatever setup they've got there, but you like custom built our setup to like our band. I felt like we were the headliner.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's cool. Nobody's doing this. I mean, you gotta adapt. This is kind of how music is going to be done, at least for a good while. Being one of the first ones to kind of try this out feels good.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody do what we're doing here. I wonder if in like 20 years everybody's going to be doing it.
What's interesting to me is how creative people had to become due to necessity. And when we realized that there weren't going to be any concerts, I just, we made a team decision that we were going to do whatever we could to make sure that that wasn't the case, and that we were going to do our part to keep the music going. That's really what this project is all about, and it's just exciting to see it come to fruition. Because, like I said, there were so many technical challenges that we weren't even certain it was going to be feasible when we started. But it works, and we're going to keep on developing this project.
You guys are audio superheroes. This is what it is.
You guys are funk superheroes.
Fighting crime through the internet waves with funk.
Funk ninjas. There you go. It was really interesting from my point of view to be able to watch this band develop as we went, because as you guys said, half of you guys haven't even played together before. I know Bob said he hasn't met, maybe he met Josh. Josh is the only one in the band that I know personally, and it was a pleasure to get to know you guys over the Matrix. What was really interesting for Dan and I is watching the steps that you as a band had to take in order to utilize a system that you had never been exposed to before for music production. We essentially built a system that's never been tried before, and being able to see how you can adapt to a new type of making music and how we can adapt to a new necessity has turned out to be a fully functional production suite, and it's just been a really interesting project the whole way through.
Yeah, and you guys have been incredible every step of the way. It's like I was saying, like I'm not used to asking for too much on a live gig because I don't want to be seen as needy. But you guys are like everything that I'm like I don't know. I've even felt bad sometimes. Like I don't know if I should tell him that I have a problem with this, but then I say it, and you're like, let's frickin' get on it. Let's fix that thing,
I was just gonna say, yeah, this was a challenge for all of us, and we all had to adapt and learn. And I mean, as musicians, that's kind of a thing that we do all the time. But in this, it's a new set of skills, I guess, to put toward the future here.
We're gonna keep developing this, and we're gonna keep doing shows, and just looking forward to keeping the music alive.
I just want to add an extra thank you to you guys for making it possible. It's just, you guys are killers. Crushed this.
Hey, you guys gave me a way to play music over the past year. So, thank you.
That was our goal, and we were happy to be able to pull this one off. Excited to see where this whole thing goes.